This is Support is Sexy, episode 168. Seasons change. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I interview inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and their lessons to help you take your business and your life to the next level and create something sexy. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm so excited to have you here. You know, it just would not be the same without you. And I am now back in Atlanta after my trip to New York. If you've listened to the past few episodes, you know that I was in New York for about a week, had a wonderful time. But during that trip, one of the things that came up a lot when I talked to friends and old colleagues and people that I either ran into or got together with while I was there is, how do you like Atlanta now, or how is Atlanta treating you, or some version of that, right? How's it going down there? Is it different? Do you miss New York? Yes, I miss New York. No shade to Atlanta. Love Atlanta. Of all the southern cities, it is one of the best, I think. But I miss New York, and I was able to really feel that being back in New York. And what I really miss is not necessarily New York itself. New York is home. I'm from there. It is what it is. But what I really miss is my life there, the independence of being able to run outside to the store, to the train, to the park, to whatever. As I told people there, it's not that Atlanta doesn't have that. It's just where I am currently doesn't have that. You have to get into a car and go places. But this isn't an episode complaining about Atlanta. Love it, doing well, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to be here with my folks, help them out, support them. As I always say, thank God they are healthy. They could use a little support, and it's great support from me too. So what I do want to talk about this episode is, there is a season for everything. Seasons change. And a lot of my friends who are about the same age as me either talk about their own experience or the experience of other friends who had the opportunity to go be near their parents who are elderly, and they either didn't do it and regretted it, or they did it and they were so grateful for it. And that's the thing, as I say, my parents are healthy, and being able to have a conversation with them about why it makes sense for me to be near them right now and how they could use the support in a way that wasn't about how ill they are or things like that, because I understand those things happen, and who knows what's going to happen in the future, which is another reason to be here. But to be able to think about or consider this move, the being here, being away from New York, a place that I love, and all of those things, I really was able to put it all into perspective by going back to visit New York. So I did miss it, realize how much I missed it, but I also realized how grateful I am to, one, have the ability to be able to pick up and leave and come be near wherever my folks are, because some people aren't able to do that, whether it's other obligations or a full-time job someplace that's based in a certain city, such as New York, or a lot of other reasons. And I was able to do that because I'm building this business that is an online business. Flexibility is a big driver for me with this business, so no other reason not to be here. And honestly, it is a great season for this. Now, before I moved, I will admit, and you may listen to some of those episodes and hear it, I had a bit of anxiety about it. I was worried about it. I didn't know how it was going to go. It was a big shift, a big change of life. I'm going to miss Brooklyn, all these things. I'm giving up my apartment, blah, blah, blah. The move has done me well, because I am now realizing how grateful I am for the opportunity to be able to enjoy this season with my folks, to be able to, again, support them. I also have an aunt. I don't know if I've mentioned this on a podcast. I also have an aunt who has early dementia, so we're dealing with that. She's doing well, but we want to find some place to be able to support her as well. So there's a lot of things going on. And as I said, this is just a season to be grateful to be able to be around them and to do something like this, or to be near them. So all this to say, for you, if you are going through a hard time right now, or you are having to make some kind of transition that you didn't foresee, or that you saw coming and you tried to avoid, or that you just didn't want to do, which is fine. If you're going through any of that, just remember that seasons change. And how can you view this time of your life as an opportunity or something that is good for now? And as my friend Erica says, this was something I adopted before my move. For now is not forever, right? So if this is a move or a transition or some kind of change you're going through, maybe you lost a job, maybe you left your job, maybe you were laid off, maybe you ended a relationship, maybe you need to end a relationship, maybe you're making some other kind of transition. But what can you see within this change of season that is good for you? What is the opportunity in this change? The bad is always available, or what could go wrong is always available, right? But what is the possibility of this thing? What is the possibility of this season? That's really what I'm looking at. What is the possibility of this season? As I talked about, being near my folks, great opportunity, great possibility there. A chance to be near them, a chance to be reacquainted with them, a chance for them to see my quirks, a chance for me to see theirs, also a chance for me to support them, for them to be a support to me, and also a chance to explore a new city. I mean, I was in Atlanta years and years ago in high school, but I haven't been here in God knows how long. It's a whole new city, whole new opportunities, whole new people. I've met some wonderful, extraordinary people who are here. There are many more. I plan to have an event here, more on that later. But there's a lot of opportunity, possibility, and things here. So for you, now, I understand, and I don't want to pretend that every change is one that we are happy to see coming, right? Change is constant. We know that. But even in times that are trying, or seasons that are trying, or stormy seasons, let's say, what bit of sunlight can you find in that? What bit of daybreak, what bit of light, what bit of hope, what bit of possibility can you find within this change? My challenge to you is to stretch and to really find some kind of joy, light, lesson. Maybe there is no quote unquote good thing about the change, but what is the light? What is the lesson within it? What can you take from it and be able to help yourself through that season? That's what I'm using to get me through this season. Okay, I'm not near my home, New York, a place that I love. But where's the light that I can find in Atlanta? Where's the possibility? So again, whatever you're going through, I wanted to share with you. Think about everything as a season. Even when you think about, I was talking to a friend while in New York about him going through a tough time with his business and his art, and that low period where you kind of are applying for things or reaching out for things or trying to get these different things going, and it's just not working. I certainly went through that and still go through that. Try for things, reach out, don't know which way to go, things aren't working, you're wondering why the needle isn't moving or moving as fast as you want it to. It's never fast enough for us, right? You wonder all of those things and want to make things happen. It might be a slow season. Right now isn't your season. Everything is cyclical. As we said, change is constant. So you just got to keep going, though, through that season. Keep going through that storm or that rain or that nightfall until you reach the sunshine, the daybreak, the shore of the beach, whatever kind of metaphor you want to use. Keep going until you reach that point. And when you're within that good season, really take advantage of it. Not exploit it, but take advantage of it in the way that you are grateful for it, one, but you're making sure that you are ready for it, two. Also that you are doing everything you can to really enjoy it, to really maximize it, to really be aware of what's going on around you during that season. What can you do within that high season, so to speak, to really take advantage of that time, to really do a lot of the things that you want to do, to really give back in the ways that you want to give back? What can you do in the high season? And then when you're in the low season, keep working, keep moving, because it's going to come around again. So I wanted to share that with you all. I'm out on the deck in the backyard in Atlanta, enjoying the trees and the sunshine. Wanted to share that with you all while I was thinking about it. Seasons change. Whatever you're going through right now, no matter how trying it is or how hard it is, seasons change. This is just a season. You're going through this for a reason. What can you learn from it? What can you take from this? What lesson, what light, what bit of possibility can you find in this season? So thank you as always for listening. I truly appreciate you guys. We have some great interviews coming up. I have about, 5 or 6 interviews tomorrow, but we have some wonderful interviews coming up with inspiring women entrepreneurs. For more, you can go to supportissexypodcast.com. Check out some of our past episodes. Just did a recent series on failure, which was really great. I'm getting great response on that. Check out other women that I've spoken to. Dive in, see what's there, stay connected. You can reach me at at Elayne Fluker or at Support is Sexy on social media, or you can email me, Elayne at elaynefluker.com, and let me know what kind of season you're going through. I would love to hear from you. All right, so thank you so much again for listening. And now you know what to do. Go out there and create something sexy, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.